Welcome back to Behind the Gloves. I'm Gas Singh and I'm being joined by Mr. Sharingan Benzo, the surgeon, the future of boxing, and most importantly, Olympic silver medalist. Ben, how are you?
I'm all good, man. In my hometown, chilling. Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
So that long intro I gave you, like for those that follow you on Instagram, like obviously know that you've called yourself by many names. When you do turn pro, have you got a favourite one you're going to kind of stick with?
The surgeon, because when I fight, I put in a clinic. But I do like the Sharingan because my anime fans know that's a different type of style. You see everything before it happens, and that's me.
How have things been? How's life been since you've been back from the Olympics?
It's been good, busy of course, phone don't stop ringing. A lot of people know me now when I try and go in Asda and get a bottle of milk. But it's just the life I've chose really, and my hard work pays off and it's good to see.
So I want to start by chatting to you a little bit about, let's go back before the Olympics. Again, referring back to social media, people know that you've had shoulder surgery. Talk to me a bit about that. Like, when did you know that something was wrong with the shoulder? What caused it? And how are you now?
Yes, I remember it, man. It was 2018, the EU Championships, my first fight against Spain. I threw it overhand right and it kinked and it went funny. My arm went a bit numb. And that was the first fight, and I had 4 left. They was trying to manage it as much as they could, but I knew there was something wrong with it. So just before COVID hit, I went down and seen a private surgeon, and he said, yeah, you've torn it twice, you've got a few cysts in there, you need to get it done. But it was one of those battles where if I do that, I miss the Olympics, and all those years of hard work kind of just go up in the air. Sat down with the GB coaches and they said, no, you'll be fine, this, that, but the surgeon said you need it. Cut a long story short, went to the Olympics, it didn't feel right, but I got the silver. Went back to the surgeon, it obviously got worse, and here we are now, I'm rebuilding.
Let's see the scar, man.
That's the scar.
That's dirty.
Bad though, man. Shout out the surgeon, his looks quite neat. So if I keep rubbing that boil oil, or whatever it's called, on it, it'll be nice, man. Smooth as baby skin, as they say.
And before we talk about the Olympics, another question I want to kind of ask you is, you got quite a slick style. Who were some of your heroes growing up that got you kind of into boxing?
So he was dodging the Hoover pipe from my mum, really. I didn't like to get hit, but heroes, Mario Kindling, he's my favourite boxer, the one who fought Amir Khan in the final. He just had a different style, seeing it hit and not get hit, he had the art pattern down. But then obviously Ben Whittaker, James Toney, Floyd Mayweather, all those type of people influenced my style to make Ben Whittaker the boxer he is.
And one of the persons I would say is quite important in your life is what kind of influences your dad had on you whilst you've been growing up?
Yeah, my dad's been a massive influence because I wanted to be a footballer. I was dead, but everybody wants to be a footballer, especially in my town. So I tried football. My dad let me do the football and boxing at the same time. Got to a certain age where he said, listen, you're not good at football, you're better at boxing. So if it was my opinion, do boxing. When your dad says something like that, you're going to take up what he says. So I stuck to it. He didn't really let me go out and party. Sometimes I wanted to, but he had a better vision for me, and it's paid off. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I am now.
That's awesome, man. Big up, Pops. Obviously some time has passed now. Moving on to the Olympics, it's been just over a month. Talk to me. What are some of the memories you remember about the Olympics, and tell me about some of your favourite experiences of being out in Tokyo.
My favourite experience was the free food hall, man. It was 24/7 food. I don't struggle at 81, so I could just eat all the time. But it was a great experience. It went so quick. 4 or 5 years leading up to it, you're training your life, heart and soul into it, and it goes just like that. But it was a great experience. The people was beautiful, the weather was beautiful, and to bring something back to the country, I can't ask more than that.
And it was quite a unique moment when you were on a podium, you didn't wear your medal, and you said a quote that I think is going to ring through the years. You didn't win silver, you lost gold. You've had time to reflect on that now. Are you proud of the silver medal?
No, not at all, man. I still stand with what I said. The whole lead up, nobody was talking about a silver medal. Of course it's good to bring something back like that, but it's the back of my mind now. The Olympics is done for me. I don't really like to talk about it. It is what it is. But like I said, you don't win win silver, you lose gold, and I think that speaks for itself. The whole build up to it, the coaches wasn't saying, oh, silver medal, it was gold only, and I had that mindset of I'm going there for a gold only. If not, I would have just got the surgery and just left the Olympics. I went there because I believed in my skills, believed in my ability to get the gold. Fell short to a great boxer, but it's on to the next one now.
And are you done with the amateurs? Because I think I read another quote, is it might have just been in the heat of the moment where you were like, trust me, I'm going back. But is the amateurs done for you?
Yeah, man, forget the amateurs, man. You go to these dingy places, fighting halls that nobody sees you and stuff like that, and I'm putting on performances. People want to see me perform and shine now, and what better platform than a pro? So I've done everything as an amateur as well. Worlds, Europeans, Olympics, I've medalled up more. So it's good to give the next generation and GB a chance as well, because if I stay on, you're that older brother that's taking everyone's shine. So I've done what I've had to do. Now you've got the others coming through now, so it's their time.
And have you spoken to any of the guys and the girls that are on the GB squad? How they all doing?
Yeah, they're all doing good. My main people on there was, of course, Galal and Fraser, so we always keep in touch, and Siobhan Clark. But it's kind of one of those things. It's like when you leave school, everyone goes and does their own thing. So we catch up now and again through FaceTime or normal calls, but we're all onto our own missions now and our own journeys. So that's it.
Did you ever go back to Tokyo for a holiday?
I'd love to. The people is amazing. Like I say, you can see the t-shirt Naruto. I'm a big anime fan, but you couldn't really do much. It was a bit like COVID, police edition, jail edition. It was like you go into the tournament, you go to the venue, fight, come back, you're in your bed, that's it. But there's no way I wouldn't have wanted it, because it could have got crazy out there with all this anime. I would have spent my whole paycheck and got lost in the middle of Japan. So it was good to just go there, get the job done, focus, and come home. That was it.
And now that you're home, has life changed for you much here? You must be getting dogged in the street, like stopped all the time.
It's crazy. I'm the mayor of Wolverhampton. You know me, I'm the mayor, I can do what I want. But jokes aside, if I go into Asda now and even try and get a bottle of milk for my mum, it's crazy. But it's what I like it. That's the life I trained for. That's what I pictured as myself, what would happen when I was a kid. So it's all coming into play now, so it's one of those.
We obviously see you up on like Soccer AM, seeing you with the mayor's chain. Is politics in your future? Is it too early to say?
It's too early to say, but you know, everyone's got their own little things that should happen and shouldn't happen, and some of the things I bring to the table will be good, man.
And in terms of, obviously, you made it quite clear now that you're looking to turn pro. For those that were watching you for the first time when the Olympics were going on, just explain a little bit what your style's like.
Well, the Olympics was a great thing because nobody knew the pain I was going through on my shoulder. You had to think, I came out the ring, just lost my fight. You didn't hear me say, oh, well, I lost because of my shoulder, this and that. No, I took it on the chin and said, you know what, I didn't perform. But they only saw the 50% me because I had one arm, pretty much. But what I liked the fact they saw was me being myself. I wasn't a robot in the interviews. Yes, no. I had my own character. I was slick, I was flashy. I made them miss, I made them pay, and that was all with one arm. So when I got two arms under my pro, it's scary for these boys, man.
And in terms of weight, obviously light heavyweight as an amateur, are you looking to stay light heavyweight as a pro?
I'm a big guy, but I was walking around in the Olympics 80 kilo, eating what I want. So I'm gonna try super middle, if not light heavy, build into a good light heavy and start taking over the division.
And have you got a time scale in mind, as in your own head, and when you're speaking to your pops and whatnot, as in terms of when you want to have your first pro fight?
Yeah, so get this shoulder sorted and I want to start getting out there March, April time, but I want everything to start doing it pretty quick. I don't want to be one of these pros that one fight, they're off for 6 months now. I want about 7-8 fights in my first year, second year 7-8 fights. Start building all types of different styles, coming forward, boxers, southpaw, this, that. So when you do get to these title fights, you've ticked all those boxes.
And in terms of the progression, you want to have in your own head, you shooting for the stars, world titles, or are you looking to do it the conventional route?
Hey, whatever's there. If I'm in my third fight in a world titles and it makes sense, I'll take it. If not, I'll go the conventional route. But you've got to have all your learning fights. Of course, you can't be rushed. You've got to start at these journeymen and people who's going to take your shots, people who's going to walk through your shots. You need those type of fights. You need type of fights where the crowd might not like it, it's boring, but you've got to work the opponent out. I'm here for it all, and I'll never get rushed or pushed into fights by a promoter or manager because I'm my own person.
I know we spoke about it a little bit off camera. You have to give me something, Ben. Like, obviously, we spoke about the offers that you've had come through. Talk to me about those offers, and is there any particular one in terms of like management and who you want to work with that sticks at the forefront of your mind?
Jerry Maguire, man, show me the money. That's what I keep saying. People think it's a joke, but show me the money. I ain't boxing for free. There's so many offers and there's so many doors you can go down. Boxing in a great place now. You've got DAZN, you've got Sky booming, you've got Frank still there knocking the doors and things like that. But I'm in a position, I don't want to be big-headed, but this thing here, this little piece of metal here, it's opened up doors and it's gave me a platform and a position to say, no, I don't want that, bring that out, put that in. And I'm a person who's not just gonna go, oh, that much money, yeah, I'll sign. No. At the end of the day, it's my career, and I know it's a dog-eat-dog game, and there's no friends in this sport, so I'm doing it my way. And if you don't like it, you join my team or you don't. That's it.
So the rumours about you signing with AJ, saying they're not true?
Hey man, I ain't put no pen to no paper yet, and I'm happy I haven't done that. And not only that, I've got this injury, so I'm not going to be fighting yet, so what's the point signing right now? If I could fight next week, great man, I'll sign up. But what's the point, man? I'm not going to be fighting until about March, so I can take my time, weigh up my options and see what's right for me, and then when I do sign, hopefully it's the right situation. Because you don't want to go down one of those situations where you've signed something, it's gone wrong, and you're scraping pennies, you're working in a 9 to 5. Nah, that's not the job. That's not the type of life I want.
And kind of the last few things I want to touch on is, first of all, do you have a message to everybody that supported you and everybody that's about to watch you when you turn pro?
Yeah, firstly, everybody who supported me on my journey, I really appreciate it. The messages are crazy. Like yourself, you try to get in touch with an interview, I'd leave you on red for about 2 weeks, but my phone's been going crazy, but I really appreciate it. I love it. The people who are gonna see me and don't know of me, you're a fool, because I'm the next face of boxing, especially in Britain. And I'm going to put some exciting nights on, man. It's going to be Dancing with the Stars, Dancing on Ice. I'm going to bamboozle these boys. I'm going to play with them. And if the knockout's there, I'm knocking them out, man. But if not, just come, man. You're going to see a performance, a clinic by the surgeon.
Sorry, the other thing I kind of forgot to talk about was, again, speaking off camera there, like you've been quite open about the fact that you wanna fight in America, and you quite like the culture that they have out in America. So is there any particular coaches you're looking to turn over with, or any camps that you want to kind of visit or try out? Have you been in touch with anybody in that sense?
Yeah, so that's another thing. People just see the hairstyle, the nice grin, nice stuff like that. They think, oh, he's just an idiot, man. He don't really know what's going on. But now I'm clued up, I'm calculated. I want to do a week with everybody. I've still got Joby Clayton. He's always going to be there. My dad's there. He's going to be there. But I need to add to the team now. So I'm going to go a week with somebody in England, see what they're like. I do like Shane. I like him. I like Buddy McGirt, so I'll go a week with him. Ronnie Shields, a week with him. I'm just going to go week to week and see. The thing you need is a connection. You need to trust in a coach. And if you're in a big, hard title fight and you don't trust in your coach, and go out there and do some mad stuff, that's where your career can go the right way or the wrong way. So what I'm going to do is a week with everybody, see if I click, connect, and then whoever I connect with, we go from there.
I promise you the last couple of things, right? For those that follow you on social media, know that you like to sing a little bit, you like to rap a little bit, you're down the studio in that. Like, you got no excuse now, man. You fought in front of millions that have been able to watch you on TV. You're going to have to rap me out this interview.
All in my bag of giddy. She in the bag of giddy. Hey, we'll leave it there, man. But yeah, man, everybody knows my style. I'm a rapper, singer, this, that. It's only right I rap myself to the ring to my own music. If not, I got my boy Cartel, my best friend. He'll be rapping me to the ring. It's just the way I am, man. I'll run the show when I'm there, man.
And the last thing I kind of want to do is, before we finish up, is I'm going to shoot some names out or some words out. Just tell me the first word that comes to your mind when I say these things, yeah? So the first one is AJ.
My G.
Eddie Hearn.
Hey. Jerry Maguire, man, show me the money.
The Olympics.
Done. History.
Wolverhampton.
My hometown. Yeah.
Behind the Gloves.
The best YouTube channel. There you go.
Anime.
Oh my, see, you see the top, that's a lifestyle. And people right there, keep the mic. People who keep saying, oh, you watch cartoons, you're 24. It's not cartoons, it's a way of life, man. I'm a ninja. Alright then.
And finally, boxing.
Boxing's life, like Canelo said. If it wasn't for boxing, I don't know where I'd be. So it's opened so many doors, it's changed my life, it's gave me discipline, so I'm thankful. And it's only right that I treat it like my wife and give it time, care, love, and it'll pay me back.
And finally, before we sign off, man, show us that medal one more time. Boom, that's the one. That's the shot. That's the YouTube thumbnail. Well, Mr. Ben Whittaker, thanks for talking to us here at Behind the Gloves. We appreciate it, and we look forward to catching up with you in the future.
Thanks for having me. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody, and last but not least, I want to thank God for putting me in this position and opening so many doors for me.
Oh, hey there, fight fans. Didn't see you there. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go to do so by clicking right here, or else.